Welcome back. I am on vacation and had intended to film my next holiday decorate with me, but I ran out of time and there's just been a lot going on. So I'm gonna do a quick little, some things that have been going on in my life lately. So I will share some cool clips of things I have seen and done. There is another holiday store in this cute little town that I am visiting currently that I will include some clips of, so it'll be a little bit of a shop with me. And then I thought I would go through my holiday wish list with you all and just show you what I'm thinking about for the holiday season. Okay, so as far as gifting goes, I actually just pulled up my wish list for this year and it's pretty short. The older I get, the more I struggle putting together a wish list because as an adult, I can buy most of the things I would really want. And then anything I would really want that I can't buy is usually out of everyone else's price range. So it's just this weird in between. But I use this app called Locker. This isn't sponsored in any way. I just like to use it instead of like an Excel file or just a list of links and a short description. I like that it leaves a visual of the product from the website and the link. So then I can also close tabs because I have problems with never closing tabs. But if I store it in the Locker, then I have it to go through later if I want, or if I have something or I'm like, I really want to shop. I'm not looking for something new. I already have a massive wish list I could click through, but my one specifically for the holidays is what I'm going to go through first. I might have to move some from my general wish list because I just have a running one into here because this is rather short. For my family, they're kind of weird. I would actually prefer to receive experiences for Christmas or for the holidays. They are very insistent on physical things, and they don't do gift cards because that's not personal enough. It has to be physical items. So they always ask for a list. I try to do a range. There are some members of my family who I know will spend a little more, some who won't. So I try to do everything from small up to, I try to stay within like the 100, 200 range. I try not to go over 200 ever. And even then it's here in case there's holiday sales. So this isn't a budget wish list. This is definitely just a general one that I would send out. I'm trying to think if there's anything else you need to know about this wish list. Probably not. It's just random. I get targeted for a lot of random stuff on social media. And when I don't want to buy it in the moment, I just put it on a wish list and then come back to it later. So the first thing on my wish list is I really like the brand All Saints. It's not a cheap brand, but it's really good quality. The shoes fit me really well. And I just really like the leather. So for example, right now I do have a bag on here. This is gonna be dangerous because I'm gonna go look at this stuff and I'm gonna wanna buy it. There is a bag on here that is a Half Moon suede. I have the Half Moon white leather bag from them from a few years ago. They have a brown suede that I have on my wish list that I will show here. But everything right now is 30% off. So it makes me want to go in and just see if they have it and if I should buy it. Oh, so they don't actually have my bag anymore. This is the other issue you run into if you do this well in advance, is that sometimes they no longer carry it. So I try to be good and do this throughout the year so I'm not just like having to rush it at the holiday season. But they don't have that one. They do have others, I guess I could add to my list, but I might remove that one now. There's a bigger one that I could add, but that one with the Black Friday sale is $250, $130, and I don't think I want to add something that expensive to my holiday wish list. The next thing on my wish list, I've had this like on the back burner in my brain for years and years. I would just like a nicer toaster. I don't really need this 4-panel one or like this 4 bread one, but I think this one's from Anthropologie. It's just nice. I kind of like the bistro style, more neutral. I have a black one right now. It was just a cheap one I got at the store at one point. It's been great for years. I don't technically need a new toaster, but it's one of those fancier things that if somebody got for me, I would use it, but I'm not going to buy it on my own. So that is the next thing on my list. This next item is a cosmetic bag. No, it's actually a jewelry case. I take that back. From MZ Wallace. I saw somebody else, I think on TikTok, there were a bunch of people talking about their cosmetic bags, and I went and looked and I'm like, I don't have that many cosmetics. I'm not big in makeup. I should be better at it and would love to learn, but I just have never done it, and I am halfway through my 30s and there's just no point. So this jewelry case though, I do travel a lot and I like to take jewelry with me. I thought this was really cute. Again, not something I would buy for myself, but if somebody else wanted to, it's here. This was something I got targeted for on Instagram and TikTok, I think both pretty heavily. Tempo Fit. I don't know if anyone's heard of this before, but I really liked their customizable weights and the storage container for the weights. So this would be something that is a little bit closer to experience, but they could order the physical things to give to me if they wanted, because I think it's like a subscription. It's like an exercise program, I think, or a subscription where you have to pay for it over time, and then after a certain period of time you own the fitness equipment outright. I added it on here. I don't know how that's gonna work. There's really only like one person I think that would get this for me, and it's not top of my list. It's just on there. Again, I'm not purchasing it on my own, but it's really cool and I would use it if somebody did get it for me. This alarm clock I've also been targeted with everywhere. It's like the Himalayan salt ball alarm clock that's a sunrise alarm clock, but not the hatch one. I just like the way this visually looks better. I do have other things in my house that, like, I do have the Casper glow thing that I got my very first year in Minnesota, just because there is no sunlight in Minnesota in the winter. Like, you are waking up in pitch black darkness, and by the time you leave work, you're in pitch black darkness, and it can really like mess with you. So my first year I was struggling getting up, so I got the Casper Glow. This would just be a secondary thing that would be kind of nice. I could put it in another space. I have like smart plugs now, or smart power strips that can turn things on at certain times, but those are very abrupt and like jarring to wake up to. So this is just a cute one from Rise Centered. Stylistically, I liked it more. It'd be cool to have. These are my favorite pants. These are Free People Momentum pants. I already have 2 pairs, both in black, but one the cat ruined with her claws. So they are very lightweight and they snag very easily. So I have 1 pair now that I only wear in the house, and another pair that I will wear outside of the house. Even the pair though that I wear outside of the house already had a couple snags before I got the cat. Didn't realize that she was gonna tear up the next pair. So these are on my list. I could take a million of these and I would be very, very happy. They are just so comfy and I think they're cute and I like them. Yeah. This is just Target, a boucle blanket. I really like texture, as I just like texture in general, in clothing, in home decor, things that give more visual interest without necessarily it always needing to be color. So I just like this blanket. I think I got a blanket last year for the holidays as well. It's a little bit cheaper than some of the other items on the list, but it's also not super cheap. So it feels like a nice gift if somebody were to get that for me. This one is pretty inexpensive and it doesn't need to be this specific bowl, but I like to crochet sometimes when my ADHD is focusing. So I would like to have a yarn bowl so that my ball of yarn doesn't roll everywhere, especially now with the new cat. Like it just gets hard to maneuver sometimes, so a yarn bowl would be nice to have it in and be able to work with. So this one could be as inexpensive or as expensive as someone wanted it to be. I need a new rice cooker. So this is a smaller Zojirushi. I like the big ones. It'd be really cool. I don't know where it would fit in my house, but if someone got me a big one, would be totally fine with that. But this one is about the size of the one I have now. My older one was just a cheaper one with like that non-stick lining, and that is peeling off, and I need a new rice cooker. I eat a lot of rice. So that's on my list. These I'm not super passionate about. I might actually remove them from my list, but I do like Lunya, the Silk Sleep brand. I have multiple of their sleep sets because that's basically all I can sleep in now. I really like that they're temperature regulating. I saw these slippers that they have that I would probably wear more in the summertime, but I was like, sure, we can add those to the list. Again, not something I'm gonna buy for myself. That's like the running theme. These are really cool things that I would use if someone got them for me. I'm not investing in them though. Now I'm going back into my more general wish list. I don't think I'm gonna put this on the list. However, there were these really cool earrings. Again, I get targeted a lot for this ear cuff. Specifically, the Vikings every year have a winter whiteout game, and I thought this would be really cool to wear to that game. So it looks like dripping crystals. Yeah, they are very expensive, so unless there is a sale, I will never be buying them. I don't know if I'm gonna move it over to the list, but they're cool in case anybody else wants to look at them. There you are. Oh, I thought these little necklaces were cool. And then if you want to guess where I was targeted for them, they are these like customized stamped either silver or gold pendants with the person's sun, moon, and rising sign in astrology. So I just thought those were kind of fun. If someone got that for me, I would wear it. Maybe I'll move it over. It's from Sun and Celine, which I had never heard of before. I will always take more moth phone case stands, specifically the one with the little wallet in the back. So I might put that on my list. I think I really want a more neutral green. Right now, the only green they have for the wallet stand is like a mint green. And I already have the cream. I already have a couple others that work fine for now. But I should check again to see if they have any other colors I like, because you can never have too many of those, and then I can just swap them out and have them in different bags and use them when I need them. Lots of random clothes. I don't know how much of this I will actually move over into my holiday wish list. I think I had these on my wish list last year, So I like Etsy type stuff too, or like smaller creator things. But these sterling silver strap rings I thought were really cool. Nobody got them for me, probably because they take a little bit more time to order. And again, my family is strange and a lot of them are very last minute, or they don't follow the list at all and they just do what they want anyway, which is fine. But these I just thought were fun because they're kind of different, a little bit edgy, but I've never seen anybody else with rings like these. So that I might move again into this Christmas wish list. These are another really cool pair of rings on Etsy. Again, we're going into the texture bit where I'm like, I just like different textures of things. I thought they were fun. I also have some like home decor things or other things that I maybe wouldn't add on a holiday wish list, but it is helping me to go back through and look at previous year's wish list just to see what we bought. It's funny because again, most of these I think I bought for myself. At some point there was one year where I made a whole list and then nobody used it and I was like, this was sad, why did I do this? And then I just went through and started buying my own things. Other things that I like to include on here are just like general products that I love and will use a ton of. So for example, Eminence, this night cream I have been using now for years. There used to be one that I would get, it was like Neutrogena Naturals, and they stopped producing it and I was so sad because that was like, I want to say 15-20 bucks at the drugstore. I used that every single day for years and years and years of my life, and then they discontinued it and I had to find like a dupe for it, and in this case the dupe was more expensive, but now I can't switch to anything else, so this is what I use every night. It saves me money and it's something I will use and love, so I will put products like that on my list as well. Sometimes I'll include like nerdy gaming stuff or anime stuff. One year my grandma did get me a Haikyuu illustration book, and she was very confused, but I love it. It's in my library. It's so cool to look at. Last year it looks like I had this Stardew Valley guidebook from Fangamer. I might move that back over again because I don't think anybody got me that and I don't think I've bought it. I also have this cute little Joja Cola glass. I will also include pet stuff in here for like cat treats, or now that I have an automatic litter box, like the replacement liners or whatever. It's again things I could use, but it just helps if other people get them and then I don't have to buy them again. Okay, I think that's all that's on my list for now. I need to go back through and just look at everything again and make sure I've moved enough over. I might watch a couple other people's videos too to see what they're asking for the holidays. Sometimes that helps inspire me a little bit. But yeah, I feel like I'm getting to that point in my life where I have just about everything I could need or want. Like obviously, yes, there's other crazy things out there that I could want, but I'm pretty content for the most part. I've got a great place to live, got nice things, good friends and family. You don't really need a whole lot more, but that's it for this one. Come back and see me in the next one where I will actually have attempted to put up a tree and maybe decorated depending on how the new cat does with the Christmas tree. See you in the next one.